A blessed Pentecost Sunday. We are indeed celebrating this great feast. As we all know, after 40 days of Lent, we have 50 days of Easter. And the last day of the 50 days is today. It is the fulfilled promise of Jesus to His disciples when He said, I will send you an advocate. I will send you the Holy Spirit. As you well know, last Sunday, we celebrated Ascension Sunday. And He wanted to assure His disciples that they will not be alone. And that's why He said, when the advocate comes, you will be given the power so that you can be sent on mission. The assurance that I have never left you. Alam niyo, pag pinagdiriwang po natin itong Pentecost, sinasabi din pong ito'y birthday of the church. No? And we will understand this because, as we all know, even in the teaching of the Catholic Church, it is the Holy Spirit that is the principal agent of evangelization. Like the disciples, who were bestowed the Holy Spirit. If you recall in our first reading, in the Acts of the Apostles, like tongues of fire, the Spirit descended upon the apostles, the disciples, even with Mary, and they were so fired up to evangelize, to proclaim their faith in Jesus. It is as if they truly and in actuality received the gift of the Holy Spirit. I'd like to point out in our readings, there are 3 gifts bestowed by the Spirit. And we can even link this on our celebration of our 500th year anniversary of Christianity in the Philippines. No? 3 handog ng Espiritu. Hindi lamang noon sa mga apostol, mga disipulo ng Panginoon, kundi pati na rin po sa atin ngayon sa pagdiriwang po natin ng 500 taon ng Kristyanismo sa Pilipinas. What is the first gift? The gift of tongues. Di ba napansin nyo in our first reading? When the apostles received the Spirit, the gift of the Spirit, they went down and they were speaking in tongues. They were speaking in different languages. The people were amazed. They were surprised. They could not believe their eyes. They said, we knew these people. They were ordinary men. A number of them were fishermen. Wala naman silang alam. How come they can speak in different languages and proclaim Jesus? 500 years ago, the faith was planted in our shores, in our land. After 500 years, look at how this faith has blossomed. The faith is shared in different dialects, isn't it? No? Kaya isipin natin, dati yung Bible, Aramaic, Hebrew, yung mga ancient languages. No? Naging Latin, and then it was translated to the vernacular, to the language of different countries. Pero isipin natin sa atin, hindi lang ito, meron tayong Tagalog Bible. No? Naiintindihan na natin ang salita ng Diyos. No? Sa Cebuano, sa Bicolano, di ba? No? Chabacano, sa Waray, iba't ibang mga salita. And this gift was bestowed on us. The second gift is the gift of service. In our second reading from Paul's letter to the Corinthians, he talked about the different gifts, the different charisms. But he said clearly, if you listen, in each one is manifested the Spirit. That's why this gift of the Spirit enabled people to become prophets, to become teachers, whatever work they can do in service to God. to be sent on mission. Kaya alam nyo ngayon, tignan natin, no? Look at how the gift of service is very real. It's not only the service of bishops and priests or nuns. That service also is seen in lay people who are good evangelical preachers, good evangelists. We see the gift of service in your homes. Kayo po, mga tatay, nanay, mga anak, naglilingkod sa pamilya. Saan man kayo naroroon, nandiyan po ang paglilingkod. Ito'y dala ng Espiritu Santo. When you are a good Catholic Christian, the gift of service is very real wherever you are. Di ba? Kaya magandang isipin ito, taglay, kasi tayo po bininyagan. We already received the Holy Spirit. And because we have received the gift of that Spirit, we're able to serve the Lord wherever we are sent. Finally, the third, it is the gift of forgiveness. In our gospel, when the Lord appeared to His disciples, He said, "Peace be with you." But towards the end, He said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. The sins you forgive are forgiven." This is actually the basis of the sacrament of reconciliation. When you go to confession to a priest, but you see, it's not only being bestowed forgiveness sacramentally. It is being empowered to also forgive others. Hindi po mawawala sa ating buhay, makakapakikipag-ugnayan, nagkakatampuhan, nagkakasakitan, nagkakawatak-watak, nagkakahidwaan. Pero nahihilom din ang mga sugat dulot ng pagkakasakitan, hindi ba? How? By the forgiveness bestowed on us by God. Because God in Jesus has forgiven us, we too can be also instruments of forgiveness and mercy to others. Kaya alam niyo, napakaganda, no? 3 gifts on the Feast of Pentecost, di ba? The gift of tongues, the gift of service, and the gift of forgiveness. What more can we ask for? But as we all know, on this year of mission ad gentes, we are called to become gifted to give. If we have been gifted with these 3 things, share it. Share it with others. And you can be able to share it because you have been empowered by the Holy Spirit.